तिष्ठत्य कर्मकृतौ
कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वप्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः
कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वप्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य ययास्ते मनसा स्मरन्
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन्
क्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचार स उच्यते
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
यस्वेन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
कर्मेन्द्रियै कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
कर्मेन्द्रियै कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
यतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः
शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः
शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्धेद कर्मणः
ज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
सह यज्ञा प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरोवाचा प्रजापतिः
यज्ञा प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरोवाचा प्रजापतिः
येना प्रसविश्वध्यम् एष वोस्त्विष्टकामधुक्
प्रसविस्वध्यम् ईशभोः
देवान् भावयतानेन ते देवा भावयन्तु वः
देवान् भावयतेन ते देवा भावयन्तु
परस्परं भावयन्तः श्रेयः परम् अवाप्स्यत
परस्परं भावयन्तः श्रेयः परम् अवाप्स्यत
तान् भोगान् हि ओ देवा दास्यन्ते यज्ञभाविताः
इष्टान् भोगान् हि वो देवा दास्यन्ते यज्ञभावितः
तैर्दत्तान् अप्रदायैभ्यो यो भुङ्क्तेस्तेन एव सः
तैर्दत्तानप्रदायैभ्यो यो भुङ्क्तेस्तेन एव सा
शिष्टाशिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः
यज्ञशिष्टाशिनो सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः
ते त्वगं पापा ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्
युञ्जते ते पापा इच्छन्त्यात्मकारणात्
नाद्भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्नसम्भवः
अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यादन्नसम्भवा
यज्ञाद्भवन्ति पर्जन्यो यज्ञकर्मा समुद्भवः
यज्ञाद् भवति पर्जन्यो यज्ञकर्म समुद्भवा
ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवम्
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरा समुद्भवम्
सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्
तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्
प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तयति हयः
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तायति
आयुरिन्द्रियारामो मोघं पार्थ स जीवति
अघायोरिन्द्रियारामो मोघं पार्थ स जीवति
आत्मारतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः
यस्त्वात्मा रतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्ताश्च मानवः
आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टस्तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते
आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टस्तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते
इव तस्या कृतेनार्थो नाकृतेनेह कश्चन
इव तस्य कृतेनार्थो नाकृत्येह कश्चन
सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्था व्यपाश्रयः
न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थाव्यपाश्रयः
आदसक्त सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर
तस्मादसक्त सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर
असक्तो ह्यचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः
तस्मात् परम् आप्नोति पुरुषः
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्तीता जनकादयः
कर्मणैव Meva samsiddhim asita janakadayah
Sangrahamevapi sampashyam kartumarhasi.
Lokasangrahamevapi sampasyan
Yad
kartumarhasi
acharati shrestastadhat evetaro jana.
Yad acharati shrestha tattad evataro
Yat
janaha
pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate.
Pramatam kurute lokastad
Me
anuvartate
parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana.
Name parthashti kartavyam trishu lokesha kinchana
Avaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani.
Nanavaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani
Yahayam na varteyam jatu karmanya tandritaha.
Yadihyam anakarteyam jatu karmanya
Mama
tandritaha
vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha.
Mama vartama tante manushya partha sarvashaha
Ideyur ime loka na kuryam karma chedaham.
Sideyur ime loka nakuryam karma chedaham
Tasya cha kartasyam upahanyam ima prajaha.
Shankarasya च कर्तस्याम् उपहान्याम् इमः प्रजः
Satta karmanya vidvamso yata kurvanti bharata.
कर्मण्य विद्वांसो यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत
Yad vidvams tata saktas chikirshurloka sangraham.
कुर्याद् विद्वांसथा सक्ताः चिकीर्षोर्लोकसङ्ग्रमम्
Vibedam janayed ajnanam karma sanginam.
न बुद्धिभेदम् जनयेत् अज्ञानम् कर्म
Yochayet
सङ्गिनाम्
sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan.
जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्ता समाचरन्
Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha.
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणे कर्माणि सर्वशः
Ara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate.
अहङ्काराविमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते
Avittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoh.
तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्माविभागयोः
Aguneshu vartanta iti matva na sajjate.
गुणागुणेषु वर्तन्ता इति मत्वा न सज्जते
Guna sammuda sajjante gunakarmashu.
प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढा सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु
Mana kritsna vido mandan kritsna vinna vichalayet.
तान् कृत्स्नविधो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्ना
Mai sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa. Nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatasdvara. Eme matam idam nityam anutishtanti manavaha. Shraddhavanto nasuyanto muchyante tepi karmabhi.
इयं या भरतर्षभा
Papmanam prajahihyenam jnana vijnana nashanam.
आत्मानं विद्यहीनं ज्ञानविज्ञाननाशनम्
Indriyani paranyahur indriyebhya param manaha.
इन्द्रियाणि परन्याहुरिन्द्रियेभ्यः परं मनः
Anasastu para buddhir yo buddhe paratastu saha.
मनस्तु परा बुद्धिर्यो बुद्धे परतस्तु सा
Evam buddhe param buddva samstabhyatmanam
एवं बुद्धे परं बुद्ध्वा
Yahi
संस्तभ्यात्मानमुत्थात्मना
shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasadam.
जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो कामरूपं दुरासदम्
Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Karma Yogo Nama Trutiyodhyaya Sampurnam. Okay. So what did we discuss last week? Hmm?
Who was there in the class?
Who was there? You were not there?
Saturday Zoom, I have kids kirtan at home.
Oh, okay.
Which video is not turned on?
Video is not turned on? Oh, my video is not turned on? Okay.
Prabhuji, also the third chapter shlokas are sounding difficult than second chapter. Not able to recite properly.
Yeah, shlokas from second chapter we have been hearing since childhood, right? Especially Telugu people, the Ghantasala audio. And even in North India also, right? Most of the people keep hearing that. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहार्येऽर्थे न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा. All these slokas we have been hearing. You didn't hear? Which sloka? Ah. Paritranaya sadhunam. Those two shlokas from chapter 4. Yeah, that's from Mahabharata serial.
Soul can't be cut.
नैनं चिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति
Nainam
पावकं
chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka. Yeah,
चैनं क्लेद्यावता नाशं श्रूयते भारत.
yeah. And also, second chapter slokas, how many times we recited? We recited like, I don't know, 20, 30 times. That's why we all became experts in that. More than that. Jyoti is saying more than that. She felt it the longest. Okay. Yeah, third chapter also, after few days, you'll feel it very, very simple. Yeah, repetition is the key to success. Okay. Yeah, last week it was online, right? Online, and then we discussed.
We discussed yoga ladder probably first.
Yes, yeah, Shrikant remembers well. Yeah, we discussed yoga ladder. So
Yeah, and then
different.
Bhakti yoga.
So can you summarize, Shrikant?
Yes, Prabhuji. So I have written notes. So first is unregulated life of eat, drink, and the merry thing. So that's starting point, and then it comes to regulated life for personal enjoyment.
Yeah,
And then that is like a karma kanda, and then it starts with the karma yoga, where regulated life as a matter of duty,
yeah,
and then where like renunciation of results, work, um, and people will have little knowledge in karma yoga, and then nishkama karma yoga, and then it goes to jnana yoga, and then dhyana yoga, and then finally bhakti yoga.
yeah. So karma kanda, karma yoga, nishkam karma yoga, jnana yoga, and then bhakti yoga. Ashtanga yoga, and then bhakti yoga. Okay.
You can take elevator also.
Yeah, so this is the staircase approach. Sudhakar remembers very well. So you don't have to go through this gradual progress of starting at karma kanda, then even below karma kanda is animalistic life. No rules and regulations, eat, sleep and be merry, do whatever you want. There's no life after death, just there is one life. Jindagi jiyo, jindagi jiyo. जिंदगी ना मिले दो बार जी भर के जियो, all these philosophies. So, and then one level above is karma kanda. You follow some rules and regulations, you perform some rituals in the Vedas to get material benefits. And then one level above that is karma yoga. Do your work, offer some portion of your results to God, and other portion is for yourself. Okay, just like that man, he made 2 plates, one for Ramchandra and one for himself. So, and then one level above that is Nishkam Karma Yoga. Okay, you don't have any desires for yourself, you are offering everything to God. Okay, and one level above is Bhakti Yoga. You do one level above is Jnana Yoga. You cultivate knowledge of God. You know about God, you know about Atma, you know about the qualities of the Lord. You know about the relationship between Lord and the Jiva. And with that knowledge, you will be inspired to develop more detachment. So your detachment will become perfect. Your detachment will become perfect. So in that stage, you can practice Bhakti Yoga, or you can go to Ashtanga Yoga and then eventually go to Bhakti Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is the practice of 8 limb process: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. Okay. So, and did we discuss any shlokas from chapter 3?
I think fourth one, Prabhuji.
Fourth one, huh? Okay. So fourth one, Krishna says, uh, so if you look at the flow of this chapter, right, starting from first shloka onwards, it starts with Arjuna's doubt. Um, what is better? Is Jnana Yoga better or Karma Yoga better? Is action better or knowledge better? In second chapter, when Krishna said, Buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sukrita duskrute tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. When Krishna said, Buddhi yukto jahatiha, Arjuna understood it that I should be situated in intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence or knowledge. I should be situated in knowledge and intelligence. But I should not do any work. That was Arjuna's wrong understanding. That's why in the beginning of chapter 3, Arjuna asks, what is better? Action is better or knowledge is better? Then Krishna clarifies saying that even though knowledge or Jnana Yoga is superior to Karma Yoga, action, but if you are not qualified to practice Jnana Yoga, you must do Karma Yoga. Now, what is the qualification to practice Jnana Yoga? The qualification to practice Jnana Yoga is one should be detached. One should be detached from the results of their work. And one should have knowledge. One should have some knowledge of God. And then they can practice Jnana Yoga seriously to develop more knowledge, to cultivate a higher level of knowledge. But if one is not qualified for Jnana Yoga, then they should do Karma Yoga. Why they should do Karma Yoga? Fundamental question. Why someone should perform an action?
That is duty.
Hmm?
That is the duty.
Duty, okay. What do you get by performing your duty?
Happiness, Prabhuji.
Happiness. Okay. So do all the corporate employees agree? Do you get happiness after performing your duties, 8 hours of job? Do you get happiness?
They are getting salary, right, Prabhu?
They're getting salary, but not happiness. Happiness is different, salary is different. Salary cannot buy happiness.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So then what do you get?
Money also we can't buy anything.
What do you get then? What do you get by performing your duties?
Satisfaction.
Hmm? Satisfaction?
But they are not satisfied. Material benefits.
Hmm?
Material benefits.
Material benefits. Okay. What is that? What did you say, Annapurna?
Prabhuji, make it more discipline and regulation, Prabhuji. I just
Okay.
My duty, you get prashad.
You get prasad. Okay. Shrikant?
Prabhuji, the question is,
The question is,
Sorry, Prabhuji.
the basic
What
question
is
is,
the question?
why should we even perform karma or action? This chapter is all about karma yoga, right? Before we understand about Nishkama Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, or even Karma Yoga itself, why should we even perform karma action?
After awareness, maybe
yeah, can I answer, Prabhu?
how it would take you in the ladder. Maybe no knowledge of anything about bhakti, at least start with good karmas.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rahul. Yes.
Yeah, so the soul's basically our soul can't be inactive, right, Prabhu? It
Yeah,
craves to do some activity. It has to do some activity like every second.
yeah. So
So
that is explained in the next sloka, 3.5, which we are going to discuss now. Nahi kakshit kshanamapi jatu tishyanta karma krit. That's the shloka, next one.
Oh.
But even before that, based on whatever we discussed from
mm,
chapter 2 or chapter 3, the reason, yeah, Shrikant, you want to attempt answering this question? Why should we even perform action?
Uh, so in I think the first one, then third sloka, Bhagavan says, so there are like two ways to get the Atma realization, self-realization. So one is the Jnana Yoga and the other one is the Karma Yoga. So
Yeah,
from the Karma Yoga, also you can get the realization. So in the Karma Yoga, so by doing the prescribed duties, so you will get the realization. So that is another way.
yeah, very good,
Uh,
very good.
Prabhuji,
Oh, Anupur,
success of life,
what is that?
success of life or success, Prabhuji, success.
Success in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for survival. Yeah. So as Shrikant mentioned, right? See, in chapter 2, Krishna gave knowledge of Atma. That is theory. That is theoretical knowledge. But how do we get practical realization of that? It is only by performing action. It's only by performing action, karma. That's why we have to perform karma. Okay? So the answer is we perform karma or action to get practical realization of Atma Jnana. Otherwise, it will just remain theoretical. I'm not this body, I'm the soul. Yes, we hear that many times. But unless we do some action, unless we do some karma, we will not get this realization. And there are different levels of doing that action. Karma kanda, karma yoga, sakama karma yoga, nishkama karma yoga. Huh? These are, there are different variations or different levels of performing that action. But basically, fundamentally, karma, the reason why we perform karma is to get practical realization of spiritual knowledge. Okay? Atma Jnana. Okay. Okay. Now, last week we finished 3.4. Okay. Now 3.5. 3.5. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit.
nahi kasyat kshanamapi jatu tishyatya karma krit
कार्यते ह्यवश कर्म सर्व प्रकृति जैर्गुणैः
कार्यते
कार्यते
यवशः
ह्यवशः
कर्म
कर्म सर्वप्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः
सर्वप्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः
na nor he certainly
nor
kaschit anyone
he certainly kasyat
kshanam a
anyone
moment kshanam a moment api also
shanam a moment
api also
he also
jatu at any time
api also
tishtati.
jatu at any time
Okay, there is some delay from there.
tishtati remains
Okay, Rahul, there is a delay from your phone. We are hearing that after 2 minutes. 1 second.
yeah I'll mute Prabhu
Yeah. Akarmakrit, without doing something.
Karma without
Aryate
doing
is
something.
forced. He certainly.
Karma
Avasha, helplessly. Karma, work.
Krishna, help us.
Sarva, all. Prakriti, Jai.
Sarva,
Not that Haribol
Prakriti.
Jai. We should not say Prakriti Jai. We should say Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Born of the modes of material nature.
One of the modes of material nature.
Gunai, by the qualities. Yeah. Okay. So, Basu, you want to read the translation and purport?
Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of the material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. Purpose. It is not a question of embodied life, but it is the nature of the soul to be always active. Without the presence of the spirit soul, the material body cannot move. The body is only a dead vehicle to be worked by the spirit soul, which is always active and cannot stop even for a moment. As such, the spirit soul has to be engaged in the good work of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it will be engaged in occupations dictated by the illusory energy. In contact with material energy, the spirit soul acquires material modes, and to purify the soul from such affinities, it is necessary to engage in the prescribed duties enjoined in the Shastras. But if the soul is engaged in his natural function of Krishna consciousness, whatever he is able to do is good for him. The Srimad Bhagavata affirms this.
Yeah, you can skip the Sanskrit.
See the Sanskrit?
Yeah, no Sanskrit. Yeah, just read the English.
If someone takes to Krishna consciousness, even though he may not follow the prescribed duties in the Shastras or execute the devotional service properly, and even though he may fall down from the standard, there is no loss or evil for him. But if he carries out all the injunctions for the purification in the Shastras, what does it avail him if he is not Krishna conscious? So the purificatory process is necessary for reaching this point of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, sannyasa or any purificatory process is to help each the ultimate goal of becoming Krishna conscious, without which everything is considered a failure.
Very good. Okay. So here, Krishna further explains further reasons why one should perform an action. So fundamentally, we perform action to get Atma Sakshatkar. But here Krishna is giving another reason why one must perform action. The reason is, soul by nature is very active. Soul by nature is very active. Now in the conditioned state, if the soul does not perform any action, then it is going against the nature of the soul. Now what happens when you do something against nature of your personality? Yeah, will not be able to survive. Yeah, so it will fire back. So when you do something against your nature, you will not be happy. Things will not work. So now if you are going in the conditioned state, if you are sitting idle, not doing any work, whereas the soul is very active, then they are not compatible. Okay, that leads to problems. So person cannot remain idle. That's why you see even the old people, even 70, 80, 90 years people, they like to go for a walk. They like to do some things, whatever little things they like to do. They like to do. So and another reason is, another thing that Krishna is telling is, we are forced to act. Now forget about somebody thinking of sitting idle. The gunas, the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, they will not let you sit idle. They will force you to work. We are forced to work. We are forced to eat, we are forced to sleep, we are forced to wake up, we are forced to drink water. We are forced to do many things in life. Whether we like it or not, we are forced to do many things in life.
Yavashaha.
Yeah.
Yavashaha.
Avasha, helplessly. We are helpless. Yes, that's a good point here. Helpless. We are helpless. So Krishna is engaging this prakriti, material nature, which consists of the three gunas. They are like the three ropes. The word guna in Sanskrit, it can mean either rope or quality. So the three qualities, sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, or the modes can also be understood like three ropes. The three ropes pulling us to perform some action. We are forcibly, helplessly, we are constantly, engaged in some activities. Now,
One
yeah,
question.
yeah.
When we say action means like God has already prescribed for like men and women, right? The actions are like for them it is like that. It's like for every person it will be a like a unique kind of actions, Prabhuji. Sometimes it's very difficult to understand like actions like nowadays like actions might are differing.
Mhm.
So like for man and woman like now responsibility for women is like working for both home and outside, right? So in that scenario it's very difficult to understand like what exactly the atma needs an action, what action we have to perform, what is we want that our intention is always will be good, but it's sometimes it's very difficult to analyze it. Can you just clarify, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So, see, our eternal duty is to serve Krishna. In the spiritual world, the one and only,
Okay.
one and only occupational duty of the spirit soul is to serve
Mm-hmm.
Krishna.
Okay,
But
Prabhuji.
in the material world, we have two duties. Remember, that's what we read from the acronym of chapter 3.
Yeah.
No, chapter 2. Chapter 2, Gita, Gita, Gita. G for Guru, I for identity, T for two duties, A for Atmarama. Okay? So two duties. Chapter 2 describes two different types of duties. And that is further explained in chapter 3, 4, and 5 also. The two
Mm-hmm.
duties are we have material duty and then spiritual duty. Paradharma, Aparadharma.
Mm-hmm.
Paradharma is spiritual duty. Aparadharma is material duty. Still, since we are still living in the material world, we have to perform some material duty to maintain our body. But to get out of this material world, we have to perform spiritual duty. So we have to keep balancing between the two.
Okay.
Now, to answer your question very precisely, what are the duties? What are the material duties of men and women? That is given in Manusmriti. Manusmriti describes different roles to be taken by men and women. What are the different duties of men and women? Okay, but most important thing is performing spiritual duty. The different
Okay.
roles, different material roles, or different material duties for men and women that can change with time, place, and circumstances. See, in the olden days, you know, we never see, we never saw women going out and working. But now, women are going out and working. Now, is that not allowed? Is that bad? No, it's not bad. With time, place, and circumstances, it can change. So even though there is no financial need for women to go out and earn money and do the work, right? But still,
Yeah.
if they don't do that work, what happens? If they sit idle, what happens? They'll go mad.
Yeah.
They'll go mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, idle man's mind is devil's workshop. Yeah. So that's why
And
it's okay. It's okay for women also to go out and work. But
mm,
it's good to get some guidance from Shastras. to follow, at least to some extent. We may not follow everything that is described in Manusmriti. Time, place, and circumstances are changing. So, under the guidance of Guru, we can try to follow to some extent.
Prabhuji, and everything is automated, then also we are not getting that time. Earlier, nothing is there, then also people used to get more time, right? Even for washing machine is there, for everything is like a very fraction of minutes or seconds. Then also we are not getting that time. It's very like earlier, nothing is there. People used to meet each other. Now we are meeting the phone, like that kind of happening. It's because of the generation changing, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, they were more happier. In the olden days, people didn't have
Exactly,
all these
Prabhuji.
machines, but they were more happier. See, different types of household chores. If you sit down and wash the clothes, it's like performing some type of yoga. It has certain health benefits. If you do the, what do you call, chakli, yeah. If you do that chakli or tiragali, there is some benefit. Uh, if you fetch water from a well, there is some benefit. Uh, if you carry some loads of stuff on your shoulders, there is some benefit, or on your head, there is some benefit. Yeah, different things had different benefits. We are not doing that. That's why all these health problems. In the olden days, probably, they didn't have diabetes or blood pressure. They didn't have. Uncle, ఏం చెప్తారు మీరు? ఏమంటున్నారంటే ఓల్డెన్ డేస్లో అన్ని మెషిన్స్ అవేం లేవు కదా, అందరూ హ్యాపీగా ఉండేవాళ్ళు. ఇప్పుడు అన్ని మెషిన్స్ అవన్నీ వచ్చాయి. సో మీరు మీరు చూసే ఉంటారు కదా, చెప్పండి, ఏమైనా చెప్పండి. Sure. So yeah, we have seen from our parents and grandparents how they led good life without these machines and all.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay, now coming back to this point here, right? We are forced to act. Now, does that mean that, let's say somebody kills somebody, some terrorist kills some innocent people? So can the terrorist say that, oh, I'm forced by the three gunas, it's not my sin, it's not fault of mine?
They say that. They say that in their religion, that they will get. Yeah, they'll go to heaven. Heaven.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah. In Islam they say that.
They say that.
Yeah, in Islam they say that.
I'm sure in Islam it is not written, but then they take they put it on their religion.
Yeah, it's a concocted version of that Quran. But can terrorists say that? Or forget about terrorist. Any bad action that we do, can we say that, oh, it's not my fault, that's not my intention, I was just forced by the three gunas? No, don't give me papa karma. So first of all, we know that not a blade of grass moves without the will of God. Now, the act of terrorist to kill innocent people, it must be sanctioned by God. Otherwise, he cannot perform that act, right? Only when Paramatma sanctions that act, terrorist can kill the people. Now the question is, how do we understand this point? Why does God allow a terrorist to kill innocent people? Why?
I also think it all the time. Why does
You think all the time?
whenever very bad the news we hear.
Yeah.
Now I think like, why does it happen? Like,
Yeah.
Why Krishna does not interfere and let it happen?
Yeah.
It always, and I never get an answer.
Yeah. So why?
Karma.
I mean, I know that. I mean, for Krishna, it's a sampurna avatar. Like, I mean, he was. I mean, he was human as well as there's Yoga Maya, and he performed miracles as well. But I think even when God has to come, he has to follow certain rules of this earth, like Ram.
Yeah.
Has to follow some rules. So probably he's preparing for that. He's coming, but I think there is still some good. That's why he's waiting for like. I mean they say that Papal Pandal Purti, then the end will come, or like the God will come, and
Oh.
I think there are still some good happening around. So that's why he's like waiting for people to realize or something like that.
Okay.
So God is perfect, right?
Yeah.
That activity is also good actually. As per God, it is good.
Yes.
Because
he
it is
remembers.
not wrong.
He remembers everything that I told in one of the previous classes. Yeah. Okay.
So his judgment is not is right.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yes.
So that activity is also perfect.
Yeah.
Even killing the innocent people.
Yeah.
The reason may be karma, because in the past life we did so many bad things. Those people, the children itself.
Yeah.
Maybe they kill small kids also. Who knows? We don't know the history.
Yeah.
So then God chooses that terrorist as instrument and perform that.
Yeah. Wow. Wonderful. So, yeah. Good. Well said. Just like how Lord rewards a good person. Or before we understand this point from the perspective of God, let's try to understand how things work in life, right? For example, if government of India wants to reward somebody, okay, if government of India wants to reward Basu with Bharata Ratna, okay. So now government of India just is thinking, saying that Basu performs all good actions, is a good person. He always does good things. He has done so many things. The government of India just imagining, just thinking. And before even Basu performing those actions, let's say government of India gives Bharata Ratna to him. How all of us will respond to that?
Someone will be happy. We will be very happy for him.
Huh?
We will be very happy.
You will be happy. Okay, what about others?
No, but
Huh?
he's saying before doing anything, I will.
Without doing anything.
Yeah, government of India is just thinking.
I'm biased here. I know him. So I don't care what government is giving him a word, I'm biased.
Why not me?
Huh? What is that?
Why not me?
Oh, not me. Good one, good one. Now he is talking philosophy. Why not me?
Basu Prabhu will get reward for the watermelon he's bringing consistently every Sunday.
So everybody will protest, right? Everybody will protest. If government of India does something unreasonably like this, they will protest. I know Basu is a good person, he deserves Bharata Ratna. But if he does not perform good actions, if he does not prove, and if government of India does something out of the ordinary, everybody will protest. Similarly, if government of India, let's say Vipul Prabhu, okay, government of India says, okay, based on our intelligence data, we have so much of AI data, and based on our intelligence data, we got to know that people is going to kill somebody. Okay. And if government of India comes and arrests Vipul, how are we going to react?
We'll protest.
We will protest, right? So, whether it is a good action or bad action, before that action is performed, if somebody is punished or rewarded, there is a protest. It doesn't make sense. Whether it is government of India or even God. If God rewards somebody unreasonably, unfairly, randomly, then we protest. Similarly, if God, why the reason God is allowing the terrorists to kill the innocent people is, there are two things. One is the karma of the innocent people, because as the Slokas said, they must have killed some other innocent children in the past life. That's why they have to go through that now. Or second thing is, this terrorist, he has to be punished. Now God cannot punish him before he kills innocent people. That's why he sanctions. So that's why some people say, right, oh, God must be cruel. That's why he is allowing all these atrocities to happen in the society. No, God is allowing these atrocities for a reason.
But can he I mean, he doesn't have to punish the
Do it
terrorist,
nicely, right?
but he can Sishta Rakshana is also there, right? Like, I mean, he can just save the innocent people.
Yeah.
And maybe the terrorist can do some small bad act and he can still punish him
Keep
or
my
something.
cobra or something, right?
No, but God has to give whatever he deserves. God has to give whatever the terrorist deserves. Whatever he desires and based on what he deserves. So he already made a desire. The terrorist made a desire to kill the innocent people. It's not like God is inducing some desire in the terrorist and he's making them to kill.
And those people are innocent in this life, but their past karmic.
Yeah. So that has to be,
play, right?
yeah, that karma also has to be taken into account, right?
But Prabhuji, this karma philosophy, the more I hear, sometimes I get scared that I will become insensitive towards when I keep thinking, oh, it must be his karma, her karma. It makes us insensitive about the people. We become unkind when we think it happens, let it be, because it's his or her karma. So it's where will our kindness go if we keep thinking, and we will stop taking actions against these things. Let it happen.
Okay, so let's say somebody is going through some suffering in life.
And even if we hear that whenever we can help, that's a different story. But even if we can't help, we hear news, bad news all days. When we hear, we think bad for them, right? And then we pray.
Yeah.
But if we the karma philosophy, we keep thinking about this, then we may not pray, even may not feel bad, because we will think, oh, it's their karma. So where it is taking us sometimes.
So you're saying we may not pray for those people. We think it's there.
Eventually, if we just keep thinking about that, or like things are happening in Israel, like war is going on here and there.
Yeah.
If we keep thinking, oh, it's their fate, it's their karma, then where will our kindness go?
No, we should not think like that, right? So the karma is between Krishna and them. No, we cannot say that it's their karma.
No, that's what we are discussing here, right?
Yeah. No, we cannot say that it's their karma. When it comes to the situation that how can I help that person, right? We cannot neglect that situation saying that it is their karma, let them be punished, let them suffer. So we have to offer prayers so that their suffering can be reduced. Suffering will be there, but their suffering can be reduced. That's why we see, right, when one of devotees' parents or somebody, they are in the hospital, they are going through some health problems, they send a message, please pray for my father, for my mother. It is not to reduce it's not to get rid of the problem completely, but at least to minimize the problem, minimize the suffering. The prayers will help minimize the suffering. And also the prayers will please Krishna so that he can show some good path to this soul who is suffering.
So it means this karma philosophy we should just apply on ourselves, whatever we are going through life.
Yes.
Just apply not on ourselves.
Yeah.
Don't think it about others.
Yeah, we cannot judge about others' karma.
Just don't think about others.
Yeah.
They are going through their karma because of their karma.
Yeah.
Just apply it on your life.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. In fact, when something is going, some problems are happening in our life, we should think in such a way that, oh, I deserve more problems. I deserve more problems because I have done so many sinful deeds in the past lives. I deserve more, but Krishna is so kind, he has reduced it. We should think it that way. Yeah. Others' life, we cannot judge. Yeah.
So the problem is 1/10 only they are getting that. Even they are terroristic killing the innocent people.
Yeah.
It is 1/10 of the they are getting, right? That is a 1/10 of the karma they are getting, right?
Yeah, maybe, if they, without this terrorist act, killing these people, right? Maybe they might suffer more. They might suffer more. Yeah.
They made it even bigger actually. We don't know, like we cannot even imagine that.
Yeah.
Even Dhritarashtra, there's a story.
What is that?
Like in the previous life, he just for the sake of fun or something, he. There was a goose or some
Oh yeah,
swine.
he kills 50 birds. That's why he had to suffer.
100 of them. The goose and 100 of his or her children.
Yeah.
Just for fun, and blinds them, blinds the mother geese or something. So
Yeah.
he had to. He was born blind and he had to see his 100 sons
Yeah.
time before.
Yeah, at the end of Kurukshetra war, Dhritarashtra asked Krishna, Krishna, why did I have to suffer the loss of 100 children? And Krishna says, 50 lifetimes ago, you killed 100 geese. That's why you had to suffer the loss of 100 children. Then Dhritarashtra asked another question. But why did I have to wait 50 lifetimes? Why couldn't give me that punishment immediately in the very next life? Then Krishna says, to get one son itself, you have to do lot of punya karma. Now to get 100 sons, you have to take many lifetimes.
Oh my God. I don't know which lifetime we are in and what we have done.
So that's why he took 50 lifetimes to do some punya karma, and then eventually he got 100 sons.
50 human lifetimes.
50 human lifetimes. Yeah.
So it will be more time.
There are
like,
64 lakhs, yoni
84
and all
lakhs, yeah.
up in that human life. Then we have to earn the karmas.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 50 continuous lifetimes.
But
In one life, if you do some good things, most likely in the next life, you'll get a human life. So like that, 50 consequent lifetimes, human lifetimes. And then he got 100 sons. But because of the sin that he did 50 lifetimes ago, that manifested now, and he had to suffer the loss of 100 children. So we never know how karma manifests, when it manifests. That's why all of a sudden we see something is happening in life. We can't find to explain with any reason, right? We don't know why it is happening. So it is definitely due to one of the previous past deeds.
But he is not getting 1/10 of punishment, right? He is getting 100% the punishment now.
Dhritarashtra?
Yeah, which is not correct, right? God was kind and he was only giving 1/10 of the punishment.
He did
Now
not
it's
pray.
100%.
He did not pray. He did not pray to God. That's why he got full punishment.
But his rule won't change, right? Like whether it is Dhritarashtra or me or anybody, his rule
No.
won't change, right?
If nobody prays to Krishna, he'll give full quota.
But
Otherwise, why there are prayers?
Even though he had to see the sun's death and all, but Krishna was with him, and his whole family is still with Dhritarashtra. He had his brother's sons with him. And all. Like he think about the geese or the goose. She only had her children and her, and she had to see all her children die for the fun of someone else. But at least his children died in Kurukshetra. Eventually they got good this thing and liberation and everything. It's much less compared to what
And killing not only these.
Quantity actually, but yeah.
quantity, but it's also the quality matters, I guess.
See, killing not only the 100 geese in the life 50 lifetimes ago, right? Now, in this current life, how many atrocities Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, and the party did? So many sins, right? So compared to that, it is less only. Compared to considering the amount of sins they did, it is less only. Even though they didn't pray, it is less only.
Prabhuji, one question.
Yes.
Like for
I think one session
terrorists,
we should
whatever
have
they.
only Q&A. It's very popular. Yeah. So, yes.
Prabhuji is like saying good and bad. It is like a definition of human beings only, right? It's a time factor. And if the terrorist is doing some bad thing, for him, while doing, he doesn't feel it is bad, right, Prabhuji? Like how to take this is bad, this is good. Like a people doesn't understand, because as per their definition, as per their mind, they will go this is good or this is bad, right, Prabhuji?
No, they know
But
it's bad. They know it is
they
bad
okay.
because let's say a person who is smoking
Mm.
cigarette, right? When they buy cigarette packet, they know smoking
Yeah,
is injurious to health. It is written on the pack, and they also know
they also know.
based on the
Okay.
past experience and based on the observation of others who are suffering. They know
Hmm.
it's bad, but still they do that.
So, what is the factor forces them because of their karma only, Prabhuji?
Yes, that's a good question. And that's the
Uh,
question Arjuna asked towards the end of chapter 3.
okay.
Atake. You are asking much before. You are much ahead. Atakena prayuktoyam papam purusha charati anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. So baladiva niyojita. Bala means force. So Arjuna says, why sometimes I feel like I'm, I know everything. I know what is good and bad, but still, why I'm engaged in some sinful activities as if somebody is forcing me to do that. Somebody is pushing me
Yes,
from
Prabhuji.
behind to perform these sinful activities. Baladiva niyojitaha.
Mm.
Yeah. Anichan. And Arjuna is also saying anichan. Icha means desire, willingly. Anichan
Yeah.
means without willing.
Unwilling.
I'm not willing to do that, but I'm forced to do that. Why? Anichan api varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. So Krishna says it is because of lust only, Arjuna.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
discuss that when we
Okay.
get to that point. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Is that lust is also like previous karma only, Prabhuji? Or like it's Kali Yuga's this thing?
Lust is lust because of karma. Huh? So lust, why somebody develops lust is based on the impressions, and the impressions were created in the past life. Some impressions from past life, some impressions from this lifetime. So it is karma only. Yeah. Whatever impressions, well, we have the choice to make good impressions or bad impressions. If you cultivate spiritual knowledge, you increase your good impressions. If you don't do that, if you don't cultivate spiritual knowledge, then you increase your bad impressions. So based on whatever impressions you cultivate, that's how you desire. And the lust is nothing but strong desire to achieve something. Okay. So if you make a strong desire to serve Krishna, then that is also lust, but it is because of spiritual, yeah, good lust. It is because of spiritual impressions. But if you have lust to fulfill something for your own benefit, it's because of wrong impressions. So it's karma only. Okay. So next shloka. 3.6. कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य ययास्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते. Karmendriyani, the 5 working sense organs. Samyamya, controlling. Yeah, anyone who. Aste remains. Manasa by the mind.
Manasa by the mind.
Smaran thinking of.
Even thinking of
Indriyarthan sense
Indriyartha,
objects.
sense objects.
Vimuda
Mood,
foolish.
foolish.
Atma soul.
And
Mityacharaha
Mityachara,
pretender.
pretender.
Sa he.
He,
Uchyate is
Uchyate,
called.
is called.
Okay, now translation and purport. You want to read? Yes.
You are not sharing.
Okay.
Translation: one who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on the sense subject, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. There are many pretenders who refuse to work in Krishna consciousness, but make a show of meditation, while actually dwelling within the mind upon sense enjoyment. Such pretenders may also speak on dry philosophy in order to bluff sophisticated followers, but according to this verse, these are the greatest cheaters. For sense enjoyment, one can act in any capacity of the social order, but if one follows the rules and regulations of his particular status, he can make gradual progress in purifying his existence. But he who makes a show of being a yogi, while actually searching for the object of sense gratification, must be called the greatest cheater, even though he sometimes speaks of philosophy. His knowledge has no value because the effect of such simple man's knowledge are taken away by the illusory energy of the Lord. Such a pretender's mind is always impure, and therefore his show of yogic meditation has no value whatsoever.
Yeah. So here Krishna is clarifying who is a real renunciant and who is not. So the previous shloka, ahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tischatya karmavrut karyate hyavasha karma sarva prakriti jair gunai. So we just learned that one cannot remain idle. They must perform some action. But talking about this whole concept of renunciation, some people, they think that okay, if I am performing action, okay, in the previous shloka we learned that we are forced to act, but if somebody thinks that if I am acting, if I am performing an action, I will incur some reactions. It can be good or bad. So to avoid those reactions, I better not perform any action. That's what Arjuna is thinking, right? If I kill these Kauravas, I will incur sinful reactions. That's why I don't want to kill them. So if somebody is developing this attitude of renunciation artificially, okay, artificial renunciation, which is not true renunciation, then Krishna is calling such a person as pretender, mityachara. So the word achara means acharya, achara, we heard these, right? Achara means behavior. Acharya means one who follows what he speaks. One who follows what he speaks, or one who does what he speaks. Acharya is a person who walks the talk. You must have heard this, right? He walks the talk. Walking the talk means whatever he speaks and whatever he tells, there's no difference. They are same. But the opposite of acharya is mityachara, pretender, false renunciant. Externally, a person may put tilak, may wear dhoti, may wear a sari, or all those things. But unless there is no internal transformation, all these external things are not useful. We cannot identify a person as a saintly person looking at the external symptoms. On the other side, a person may not show these external symptoms at all. They may not put tilak, they may not wear dhoti kurta, or they may not wear sari. They may wear just casual dress. But that person may have saintly qualities, devotional qualities. So the external things do not judge a person's behavior. As they say, leader is the one who knows the way, who shows the way, and who goes the way. Leader is the one who knows the way, who shows the way to others, and who goes the way also. Along with others, he also goes the way. He shows the way to others, he shows the path to others, and he also walks the path. That is a true leader, good leader. So Krishna is telling one important principle here. How to develop this true renunciation. How to develop this true renunciation. The true renunciation can happen by controlling the senses. By controlling senses. Karmendriyani samyamya yayaste manasasmaran. One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. That means a person who artificially restrains the senses from action, but his mind is always thinking about sense objects. He is not a true renunciant. But the principle of developing true renunciation is to control the senses and mind, both. Now we discussed this topic, right? Mind control. And also looking at the chariot of life example. Chariot of life example is you have the horses, the ropes that are controlling the horses, and then the chariot driver, passenger, the chariot itself. These 5 things are there. So from that example, or from the topic of mind control, what did we understand? It is the mind that should control the senses. Okay? But the most important thing is, when mind is not controlling the senses, if the senses are under control, then they will listen. They will listen to the. Then they can feed to the mind. See, currently the senses are feeding to the mind in a wrong way, right? But when senses are controlled, they can feed the mind in a good way. So there is a small story of a king. His son, the princess, he takes the wrong path. Even though being born in a royal family, he takes a wrong path. So he's spoiled and he takes a wrong path. The son, the father, the king wants to teach him a lesson. So he gives him in the care of a spiritual master. He takes the son to a ashram and gives him in the care of a spiritual master, and tells him that I want your help, Guruji. My son has taken a wrong path. He has deviated. Please help him. Please put him on the right path. The Guruji agrees, but then the king puts a condition, saying that my son, he is not used to discomforts like sleeping on the floor, not eating palatable food. He's not used to this kind of discomfortable life. He's a royal princess. So give him those comforts. Okay, give him nice food, give him chapan bhog, but make him a good person. So he puts that one condition and leaves. Because the king has ordered, the Guruji has to follow that. So he tells the servants the same thing, that, okay, feed him very nicely, feed him opulent food, chapan bhog every day. So every day he's eating chapan bhog. And then after 1 year, there's no change in his behavior. Then the king comes to the Guruji and asks, what happened? It's already 1 year. I don't see any change in my son. Then the Guruji tells to the king, okay, you left your son here, but you gave a condition that he should lead good life here. He should lead good life, he should eat opulent food, and you still expect him to become a good person. That's not possible. Then the king realizes his mistake and he tells Guruji that, okay, now I am removing my condition. You do whatever is needful, but make sure that my son takes a good path. And then from next day onwards, Guruji orders his servants, from tomorrow onwards, only khichdi. Only khichdi. Then the princess, somehow, the prince, somehow he gets used to eating khichdi, simple food. And then very soon, his behavior is changed. There is an internal transformation in him. The behavior is changed and he becomes a good person. So how did this start? All of this started with sense control, with the control of the tongue. Now, oftentimes we think that mind should control the senses. It is the other way also. Senses also can feed the mind. And if we control the senses, they can feed the mind in a good way. Otherwise, senses will feed the mind in a bad way. Senses will force the mind, okay, I want to engage in this sense gratification. So all those things. That's why if we control senses, then mind control also will become easy.
Sound mind, sound body. Sound mind, sound body.
Sound mind, sound body. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, sound body, sound mind.
Sound body, sound mind. Yes, both actually. Sound mind, sound body, sound body, sound mind. Both are true. Yeah. And if you look at this second line, right? Yayaste manasas smaran. Manasa smaran means, manasa means by the mind. Smaran means thinking of. If a person who has controlled senses, but his mind is still dwelling on sense objects, that is also not good. So we have to feed the mind with nice katha, nice kirtan. Then the mind will also think about, mind will also feed the senses in a good way. Now, when you look at this word, right, manasa smaran, the Telugu people should get remembrance of some kirtan. Manasa smarami. Yeah, where does that come? Manasa smarami. Huh? Which song? Online. I need participation from online also. Otherwise, all of a sudden, I think there is nobody online. You have to speak something. Either you have to cough, sneeze, or snore. Something you have to do.
Damodara Master come, Prabhuji.
Mahaganapatim Manasa Smarami. Okay, another popular one.
Another one?
Yeah.
Venkateshwar.
Yeah. But which stotram is that?
Sri Venkateshwar.
No, not in Suprabhatam.
Vishnu Sahasranama.
No, not Vishnu Sahasranamam, not Govindanamalu, but there is a Manasa Smarami Stotram of Sri Venkateshwara. It goes like this. Sri Srinivasam Sitaparijatam Sri Venkatesham Manasa Smarami Madhusudanaya Sri Madhusudanaya Sri Srinivasam Sri Venkatesham Manasa Smarami. Yeah. Damodaraya Sri Srinivasam Sri Venkatesham Sritaparijatam Manasa Smarami. Like that. Okay, now why discrimination? Why only Telugu people? There is another pop.
What are we doing?
Yeah, see, she is protesting. She is protesting.
No, I'm not protesting Telugu. I'm saying, what are we doing in the north? We don't listen to these.
Yes.
Such a beautiful.
So in north also there is one, Manasa Smarami. Which one?
Govinda Adi Purusham. No, north.
Not very, it might be, but not very famous within north. I have not heard.
No, it is famous.
Word is from
So there is another nice, beautiful Krishna Kirtan that has this word, Manasa Smarami. Anybody online?
So backbenchers.
Hmm?
We are all backbenchers.
Manasa Smarami. Kararavindena padaravindam mukaravinde viniveshayantram yantam patasya patrasya puteshayanam bhalam mukundam manasa smarami. Balamukundashtakam. Okay, and then it continues. Shri He Krishna Govinda He no. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare
Hare Murari.
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Jihve Pibasvamritameta Deva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So these two kirtans, Balamukundashtakam and then Govinda Damodara Stotra, written by Bilva Mangalacharya. He included Balamukundashtakam, some of the shlokas from Balamukundashtakam in Govinda Damodara Stotra. That's why you see this Kararavinde separately in Balamukundashtakam, 8 shlokas. You will also see this Kararavinde shloka in Govinda Damodara Stotram.
Amarendra Prabhu has sung this particular.
Kararavinde.
Oh my God, his voice. I have listened it 100 times, still I don't remember.
Now did I sing just like Amarendra Prabhu?
Better than him.
Not better than him. No, don't say this in front of him.
At least you reminded.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah.
Very.
So now what does that shlokam say? Kararavinde padaravindam. Kararavinde na padaravindam. Kararavinde means the lotus hands. If not the lotus hands, na padaravindam. Lotus feet. If not lotus feet, mukaravindam. The lotus face. Viniveshayantam. I don't know the meaning of Viniveshayantam. Okay. So next, vatasya patrasya. Vatasya means there's a tree called Vata. Okay. Is it banyan tree or some tree? So Krishna, he is always, everybody is telling, my hands are like lotus, my face is like lotus, my feet are like lotus. So one day he wanted to experience the sweetness of his feet. So he sits in a leaf of a Vata tree, and then he puts he sucks the toenail. He sucks the toenail just to experience the sweetness of his lotus feet. Now looking at that, Bilomangal Thakur, he writes this kirtan. Banyan tree. Yeah. So now after hearing this, obviously our heart will be filled, our heart and mind will be filled with thoughts of Krishna, right? Manasa Smarami. That's the meaning of Manasa Smarami. In the Sri Venkateshwara Stotram or Kararavinde, this Stotram, it is that the goal is to fill our mind with thoughts of Krishna, right? Now what did gopis do after this in Govinda Damodara Stotra? Remember, we all recited long time ago. What did gopis do?
After reciting?
Huh?
After reciting this shloka?
After hearing about Krishna, How did they exhibit their act that their minds are filled with the thoughts of Krishna?
By dance.
No, in Govinda Damodar Sutra, there is no dance.
About telling how Krishna is so beautiful.
No.
Like telling his eyes is like.
But that when they sing the Gopi song, when they are
Instead of selling milk, they have started singing
Oh, very good. Yes. Big round of applause to Annapurna. Instead of selling milk and yogurt and ghee, they said Govinda Leilo, Damodar Leilo, Madhava Leilo. विक्रेतु कामा किल लोककन्या मुरारिपादार्पितचित्तवृत्ति दध्यादिकं मोहवशीवदं मे गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. Vikretu kama means with an intention to sell. Vikretu kama kila lokakanya. Lokakanya means the girls of that village with an intention to sell. Vikraya means to sell, right? The girls of that village, Vraja, with an intention to sell what? Dadi Adi. That means yogurt and other stuff, other milk products. Murari Padar Pita Chitta Vritti. With an intention, even though they have an intention to sell milk and yogurt and other things, but they have offered their chitta vritti. Now, Bilvamangal Thakur, he is referring to two kinds of vritti here. Vritti means their occupation to sell milk and yogurt. Now, they have forgotten and they have offered that at the lotus feet of Krishna. Chitta vritti means that is what that goes on in their mind constantly. What is their chitta vritti? What is the business of their mind? To always think of Krishna, manasa smarami. And because they are always thinking of Krishna, instead of saying yogurt and milk, they are saying Govinda Leilo, Damodar Leilo, Madhav Leilo, all those things. So this is the significance of Govinda Damodara. Significance of manasa smarami. See, now my mind is also filled with Govinda and Damodara. So if we don't do this, if we don't hear Krishna Katha, if we don't sing Krishna Kirtans, then our mind will dwell on the sense objects. Manasa Smaran. Yayaste Manasa Smaran. Krishna is telling in this shloka. Yayaste Manasa Smaran. The mind will dwell on the sense objects. Even though somebody may, with great difficulty, they may refrain from sense gratification, even though they may control their senses, but if they don't feed their mind properly, then the mind will dwell on the sense objects. So we have to feed the mind with good katha and good kirtans. Manasa smarami. Okay? Replace manasa smaran with manasa smarami. That's the principle. Okay? It's 2 o'clock. I think we can stop here.
Please announce to the members also. Please announce for Saturday.
Oh yes. So before you leave, Shweta has an announcement.
Prabhuji,
Your mind is
Manasa smarami.
you announce.
Okay. So this 19th, which is Saturday, the coming Saturday, there is a great event at Nitin Prabhu and Shweta Mataji's home. Sia and Anya, okay, a family of 4 people. They are welcoming the Gauranitai deities to their home. Okay, so there will be a celebration. There will be a Prana Pratishtha of the deities. Harivilas Maharaj will come, and they are inviting all of us and the Friday Kirtan batch also, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they are all coming.
Yeah.
Please. I think most of the people said yes from KRT. Kranti didn't reply.
Yeah, I replied.
Oh, you replied. You didn't reply.
Which group is
Saturday?
No, in this group only she posted. You post it again today.
I will post again. So please come. Yeah, I will post a reminder. Online people, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to cook for, how many people are you going to cook for?
We are cooking for 150 people.
150?
Yeah.
Okay, what if it happens like in that story? Mere Raja Ram aayenge.
It will be our blessing if Bhagwan comes and actually.
If it is 300 people, if Madhuri brings 10 people, if Basu brings 10 people.
For him it was Ekadashi, for us it will be Karwa Chauth.
Karwa Chauth.
We'll feed everything to Bhagwan ji. Okay, what better?
Yeah.
And then all of us will fast for Karwa Chauth.
Now you look at everyone's faces. I only cook for 10 people. People will be asking you, are you happy that I came?
We will be very happy. We will be very blessed.
So Shweta can say that I'm not going to feed, I will make sure everybody is content.
Yes. Yes. That is the purpose.
Yeah.
And we have to make Gaurnitai content too. So please come for him.
So inviting Gaurnitai to our home is like inviting a drunkard person to our home. Okay. Now you may not have heard this anywhere before, right? Now you must be puzzled. What is this? I'm planning for everything. I'm planning for a big celebration. Now I'm calling a drunkard person to my home. Yes, Gauranitai, especially Mahaprabhu, is like a drunkard person. He's intoxicated. See, when you invite a drunkard person to your home, what happens?
You don't have control on what he is doing.
And what he is doing.
Okay, or let's say, okay, who is the richest person here? No. They also have Tesla. Oh, Nanda Maharaj. Who can be more richer than Nanda Maharaj? Tell me. Okay, Nanda Maharaj. If I ask Nanda Maharaj, give me your wealth, will he give? No, right? Now, if I now if I invite him to my home, if I give him some alcohol, some intoxication, and then if I ask him to sign on the papers, he might do, right?
Yeah, he can.
He might also tell, oh, not only this, I have something else also. You forgot to bring papers for that. He will reveal everything. He will tell everything that he otherwise will not tell normally when he is a normal person. Normally, he may not tell, what are the assets that he have and where and all he has hidden. He may not tell how many cows he has. He may not tell all those things.
How many devotees?
Yeah. But if I give him some intoxication, all those things will come out. The good and bad, everything will come out. Just like that, Mahaprabhu, he is intoxicated with the prema of Radharani. Now, out of that intoxication, he reveals those things that are not otherwise available. He reveals those things that are not available. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a secret. He distributes freely. Radharani's prema. It was not accessible before. Before Mahaprabhu, it was not available. Nobody spoke about Radharani before Mahaprabhu. That's why you don't see any, even in Bhagavatam, there's no mention of Radharani. There's no other literature where Radharani is described. Only Mahaprabhu, because he is intoxicated. That's why he revealed. That's why inviting Gauranita is like inviting two drunkard people. So, good.
You are sending them on our way, Prabhu.
What is that?
You are the one sending them on our way.
They are coming. They decided to come to your home. They decided to come to your home.
So if any of you don't know, Prabhu is gifting us. He was the one who called us and that he wants to gift us. So this is all his mercy.
So I'm just an instrument. They are coming. They decided to, Gaurnitai decided to come to their home. I'm just an instrument. That's all. So let us all, participate in this event and make it as a grand success.
Also,
So
if you want
90.
to prepare some for the Gornita, I brought the boxes. It's not a compulsory mandatory thing. So if you want to prepare, I got the box. It's a 8-ounce box. If anyone wants to prepare, I'll give 1, 2, or
How much ever
how
you
much
want.
if you want. Just to
So some bogar.
So we'll offer
Chappan
like
book.
we were planning like 56, but
now though
It's 108.
108, 1000.
It's going
We
108.
planned 56 amongst ourselves, like
Yeah.
2-3 people, and then we thought, okay, everybody should have an opportunity to offer something.
Yeah.
So we asked if they wanted to, and on Friday, almost 56 is gone out.
No,
Yeah.
now to 70 something.
So I don't know how many bogas will be offered, but we do want to extend this opportunity.
Everyone.
So anybody who's willing to bring in any Mahabhog for Gornitai, you are free
It
to
can be
bring so.
anything.
You have the
Yeah.
bowls?
Yeah, I brought it.
She got small bowls. It would be only one serving size. So if you want to bring 1, 2, or how much ever you want to, you can collect bowls from her and then bring bhoga. There are certain rules for preparing bhoga. If you are preparing, make sure you bath, take shower, chant at least 1 round before preparing. If you use bathroom, you need to bath again, and no tasting.
No food.
No offering also, because the prasadam will be offered at her home. So do not offer. And you know the restrictions of what not to be cooked. If you have any doubts, please call us. We will let you know. So the basic thing is no onion, garlic, mushroom, masoor dal. Those are basic. But then in case you have any doubt, call us. We will let you know. And it is okay to bring dry snacks, fruits, dry fruits, whatever you desire to serve. By the way, Mahaprabhu loves bananas.
Yeah, somebody can make banana muffins, banana milkshake.
Yeah, people good at baking.
Yeah, that's
Use
a
your
good idea.
creativity now.
Yeah.
But please do come.
Yes.
Attend this
Yes,
event.
that is priority. Please do attend. This is a one of its kind event. I mean, when we invited Gornitai, it was COVID time. We could not invite a lot many people, but then this is when you will also see what happens, how it happens, the aura, the environment, and everything, and that will also inspire you to take steps ahead in your life, in your spiritual life. So please do attend this program. This is a one of its kind program.
Yep.
Online people, please RSVP.
Annapurna Mata is not RSVP yet. Praveen Prabhu.
No, that even so many people.
Madhuri,
RSVP.
Yeah.
Everyone else did, right?
Yeah.
In Bottle Devotee group, most of the people.
I am on call next coming week, Mataji. If you, I'll try. I'll bring my laptop also. If I get any calls, I have to.
Yeah, whatever.
It's your home. Once the Gornitai comes in, it's a temple. So,
Yeah, we can go to her home anytime.
It's all open.
Yeah.
secondary or primary?
that being said, one more announcement. 17th. October 17th or 16th is Damodar month?
16th.
16th?
16th is Sharad Purnima.
From Purnima?
16th Sharad Purnima. Yeah.
Sharad Purnima?
Yes.
Okay, we were thinking 17th from first.
No, 16th.
16th? Okay. So yeah, October 16th, that is this coming Wednesday, Kartik is starting. All of you are aware of Kartik? Yes. So we usually go every day out. October 16th, Wednesday. So we usually go every day out to do Damodar Ashtakam. Doing Damodar Ashtakam and offering ghee lamps is something that we should always do it every single day. Every single family member in your family, we should offer that. And we usually go every day, but I'm not sure if we can do it this month. There will be certain days that we will go, not all days though, but then we desire to go to people whose house we have not visited. Praveen Prabhu, invite us.
we are force inviting
We are
ourselves.
Yes, because we do want you to experience the feeling of offering ghee lamps and chanting Damodar Ashtakam, and it is very auspicious. So, and all of you should actually participate. If you can join with us, do that. If you can go to someone else's house now, all of you have experienced yourself how it feels. Go to your neighbors, go to your friends, chant Damodar Ashtakam, offer ghee lamps. And this is amazing seva. So do that.
Yeah. So you sent out the sign-up sheet to
Not
everyone?
yet, Prabhu.
Okay.
I will soon.
Yeah.
We have like
I see one
not
sheet, Mataji.
The old one, last year one?
No. It came. The invite came with the sheet.
Which invite?
2020. There's already one.
that is in which group, Mataji?
Govinda Damodar.
Yeah, the Srinivas.
Oh, that I sent it.
That is for
Yeah.
Dapadashikam in temple.
That is for singing in the temple.
Oh.
That's a different one.
We signed up. See Anya for
Oh,
that.
there will be many
You signed
sheets
up?
going around.
And
There's
morning,
one another sheet
Mangala.
that's for
One Mangalarti and
Maharaj
one
is going through so many different
evening?
We did both of them Mangala.
Okay.
We will come in Mangala.
Okay.
And Prabhu, I also wanted to talk to you about, I made those Abhishekam dresses. If you want to take prasad, we can talk later.
Yeah, we can start prasadam and then we can talk more. Yeah. Okay, online people, thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.